again. Happy Friday to you. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I am known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert. I help you to build unshakable confidence. Stop procrastinating and you got it. Get your dreams out of your head into your life. I pray that you are off to an amazing start to your day. Happy New Year to you. Gonna give you a few minutes to join. So excited to be here. Gotta get this coffee in me. Yeah. Happy New Year. I pray that you had a blessed and safe night. Praying for those. I spent time praying, talking to the Lord, spent time reading, got up this morning, prayed and read, and just thanking and praising God for life, health, and strength. As many noted, or I know some noted. Good morning, Angela. Thank you so much for joining. I know that some noted on yesterday or last night how um, the messages for bringing in the new year, they were not so. Good morning, Princess. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, God bless you. Happy New Year. Most of the messages, they were, there was a lot of messages of complaints. But I want to tell you, I want to, and we're going to get to this topic. We're not going to be on here long. I want you to know that despite the things that we face, encounter, go through, that we should always, always, always be grateful. Why? Because things could have been worse. It could have been so much worse. And I know sometimes we would think, how could it get worse than XYZ? Things could be worse. So a lot of the messages on last night were messages of complaint, messages that, good morning, Belinda. Empowering Eight Sisters, y'all are in the house this morning. Share this out. Invite someone. Let me know where you're tuning in from. A lot of times we complain about the things that we encounter, experience, go through. But how many of you know when we go through some stuff, whether we wanted to go through what we went through, we learn something. And so one thing that I keep really near and dear to me is always take the lesson and leave the pain. I take the lesson and leave the pain. I learn what I can learn from the things that I've encountered, the things that I've experienced, the things that I go through. And my endeavor this year is, always strive to be better. It doesn't matter about what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is thinking, what everybody else is saying, what is happening. We have to always be grateful. It could always be worse, and we don't know what God has protected us from. That's right. And so you see with the title, it gets us right into this title, that people see you, but they just don't know. They see you. And it was like, that hit me like a ton of bricks this morning as I was thinking about, what would be a great New Year message. Good morning, Brother Warren. Thank you so much for joining. And that's what he gave me. People see you, but they just don't know. Now, what is it, Coach, that they don't know? They really don't know how close you were of losing your mind. They don't know how close you was from being in a depressed and stressed stage. But they see what they see. They don't know that. They don't even have a clue of the things that you went through. They know, they see you now, but they don't really know your story. And so when you think about people see you, but they just don't know. What they don't know is you look like what you look like, but it could have been worse. We could have been dead. We could have been gone. We could have been outdoors. Could have not had no food. Could have not, lost our places to stay. Could have lost our mind. Could have been sick. Could have been, and all the time it don't have to be what it could have been to us. It could have been our children. It could have been, there were so many other things that could have been. And even if it was, it could have been so much worse. So as we go into this new year, today is the first day of the year. I don't know how you brought it in. I don't know how you celebrated. I don't know who you were with, what you were doing, if you were asleep, if you was woke, if you did the countdown. I don't know. Because see, for me, I had went to sleep and had set my clock and had plans to get up 5 minutes till. I actually woke up about 30 minutes till. I did what I did and I went back to sleep, honey. But I stayed up a little while. But we want this year to be a year of gratitude. We want this year. Good morning, Jennifer. Thank you so much for joining. They see me, but they don't know. They have no clue. They look at you. They see the things that you do. They're excited and they think that you have just arrived on the scene as this successful, as this happily living person, this happily married person. But you know what? We went through some things. But I've always believed what don't kill me makes me stronger. My car wreck didn't kill me, but it made me be a stronger person. It made me be the person that I am today. It made me be a person of perseverance. It made me be a person of determination. It made me be a person of great faith. It made me to know that I can carry the baton of success because I have a choice. I can choose to waddle in the things that I go through, or I can choose to go through those things with a mind of learning a lesson, right? Oh, good morning, woman of God, Sister Boyd. God bless you. Thank you so much. Happy New Year's to you. The things that we go through, it should teach us something. People see me, but they just don't know. They don't know all the things that you had to encounter from January 1, 2020 up until 12/31/2020. Why? You kept the faith. Why? You kept showing up. Why? You didn't give up. You did not quit. So this is what you want to do this year. You did a great job in 2020. In the midst of a pandemic, right in the middle of COVID-19. You didn't quit then. We're not out of it. We're not out of it. But we learned something. We learned something. We learned how to relate. We learned how to love. We learned how to appreciate. We learned something. There were lessons being taught every day in 2020. There were lessons learned. There were lessons learned. There was lessons to be taught. There was some teachings. There was some learning. There was some relearning. There was some things that needed to be repeated. But we want to go in this year because this year is, do you know that your year can be as prosperous as you want it to be? We have a choice. We have a choice in peace. We have a choice in our happiness. We have a choice in the things that we allow to either propel us forward or to hinder us and hold us back. So I pray that this year will be a blessed and joyful and happy and healthy and prosperous year for you, because our mindset, our mind is what's going to make it be all those things. It doesn't matter about what our reality is. It's what we think about it. Charles Swindoll, he said that life is 10% of the things that happen to us, and the other 90% is how we respond. How will you respond to the things that are happening in your life? Because see, one thing about life, it doesn't matter how good we are. It doesn't matter how we try to stay to ourselves. It doesn't matter how we try to avoid situations, circumstances. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it comes to you. One thing about life, good morning, Shanti. Thank you so much for joining. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen. It's a matter of when. And the choice that we have to make is what we're going to do when it comes. People see me, but they just don't know. They just do not know. People see you, but they don't know. They don't know how strong you had to be last year. They don't know how many tears you cried last year. They don't know how financially strapped you was last year. They don't know how weak you was, but you kept showing up. You kept showing up. And as you showed up, let me drink this last little bit of coffee. As you showed up, something on the inside started moving toward the outside. And you have to know, it's really not about what somebody else do for us. It's not about what somebody else allow us to do. It's not about what somebody give us permission to do. You were born into a family. You were adopted into a family that has given you some rights. As I was sitting here and I was looking over at my table, and I took a picture that I'll post a little bit later, but I just said, as I sit here in his presence, I wear my crown. I wear my crown. People see you, but they just do not know. They don't know the things that you have had encountered, the decisions that you have had to make. They just don't know. They don't know. They don't know all the stuff that you had to go through with your family, with your kids, with your finances, with your boo, with your employer, with your employee, with your partners. They don't know. With your friends. They don't have a clue. Because see, this is what we learn. When we learn, we become wiser. We become stronger. God bless you. God bless you, Jose. When we become wiser and we become stronger and we begin to be the beacon of light in dark places. We begin, Happy New Year, Jose. Thank you so much. We begin to be the light in dark places. And so when we could have come undone, when we could have went real deep, and when we could have been dark and isolated, we had somebody. Sometimes it's not even a live person. Sometimes it may be somebody in an environment just like this. We had somebody that spoke life into us to say, no, I can't give up now. I've come too far to turn around. I've been through too much to quit. So 2021, we want this to be a year of moving forward. We want this to be a year of sticking and standing and walking by faith. We would not walk by fear because it's the same energy. It is the same energy. And a thing that my mentor said this morning, it says that faith and fear is carried by the host. Did you hear me? Faith and fear is carried by the host. So we are the host of our faith and fear. And I want to share something else that he said. Excuse me. It says, listen at this right here. It says that if I'm living in fear, I'm using faith in the wrong direction. Using my imagination to create images, ideas, and concepts of things that I do not want. I'm going to repeat that. If I am operating in fear, I am using faith in the wrong direction. Good morning, Bishop. Thank you so much for joining. It says using my imagination. Now, you have to know that the imagination is the largest nation. So we're using our imagination to create images. When we're in fear, we're creating images, ideas, and concepts of things that we do not want. And we know that whatever we resist persists. Change the images of the things that you put in your mind, the ideas and the concept. Because if we're going to operate by anything that is unknown, it got to be faith. It needs to be faith. It should be faith. We all have a measure of it. Like the song says, I can't give up now. I've come too far to turn around. Amen. Watching from Pakistan. Action speaks volumes. Center in Pakistan. God bless you. I love you. God bless you. But we want to walk by faith. I tell people that I am a person that have stupid, crazy, ridiculous faith. This year is gonna be on and popping. It's gonna be on and popping. So I want you to be encouraged, not discouraged. Operating in fear, we're using faith in the wrong direction. Good morning, Nikita. Imagination is the largest nation. Change your images, change your ideas, change your concept. Because if we want a better life, imagine having it. Imagine having it. We don't have to spend a lot of time complaining about 2020. She's over. She is over. Do you know, I was thinking about, and I was reading on last night, something that the book was saying that, your past is not really your driving force. It's really your future. Your future is the one that requires for you to have energy. You don't have to do nothing for your past. That's over. We're going to move forward in 2021. We're going to move further. We're going farther. We're going higher. We're going to help more people. We're going to be more grateful. We're going to love more. We're going to expand and we're going to extend, because he said greater works will you do. You know why? Because we're going to link arms together. We're going to partner together. We're going to do stuff together. Let 2021 be a year that you are not afraid to be in partnership with people that know something different than you know. You don't need to be linked up. Glory, prayers of Jezebel. You don't need to be linked up with people that's intimidated by the gift that you unwrapping. Be the change. We got to be the change that we want to see. 2020 is over. Move forward. You don't have to talk about what you lost. You don't have to talk about what you didn't get. You don't have to talk about what happened, this and that and the third. Talk about the lessons that you learned. Talk about how you're going to be more prepared if something else, if some other thing. Come on now. Listen. Talk about how you can prepare. Good morning, April. Thank you so much for joining. How is it that you can be in preparation for if some other plague happened, if something else happened? 2020 taught us that we was not ready for destruction on so many different levels. I'm talking about middle class, low class. I'm talking about wealthy class. I'm talking about blacks, whites. I'm talking about down south. I'm talking about up north. I'm talking about in the U.S., outside of the U.S. We were not prepared for anything. So what lessons did you learn? What things are you going to be better prepared for this year that you wasn't last year? What are you going to do different, therefore, for you to have a different outcome? Not taking anyone that wants to drag me down. They was left yesterday. They didn't even make it over here to today, Angela. They was left yesterday. And the thing about when I think about, there are so many things. Even when I look at my memories when they come up on Facebook, and my message has been the same. It's always been the same. It's always been about you taking action. It's always been about your productivity. It's always been about you believing in yourself and you doing the things that you desire to do. It's always been about that. And it's not just a message to be speaking. It is a message that I have lived by. I have lived by. Being production operations manager My job was to make sure we produced production at the lowest cost, wasting the least amount of time. As a coach, that's my job. The Lord told me earlier this week, he said, the last 14 years of your life, daughter, they were not in vain. You use what you had. You use what you have. You use what you did in corporate America. I operated a $62 million organization. And even when I was not the plant manager, as production operations manager, I operated with about a $7.5 million budget. And now the things that I do, still working at about a $10 to $15 million budget. And you mean to tell me that I can't help a person move their life forward? The devil is a liar. It's always been about taking action. It's always been about your actions speaking and your words not really moving the needle much, because we can say a lot of things. But we want to know that people see you, but they just don't know. People really don't have a clue with the things that you have in you. In you. In you. You got something in you that people don't have a clue about. Back here a couple of years ago, I did a conference unwrapping the gifts that God gave you. That is still a thing that I do. Unwrap the gifts that God gave you. You don't let anybody hinder you. It's not a joke, but this was a real example. And I like to use myself as a real example to let you know, baby, I am not a emulated figment of your imagination. Coach O is just as real as they come. I'm real. So yesterday we was putting up the tree and everything, and we put the stuff back in the box and everything. And my daughter, she said, one of my kids, she said, Mom, I just want to she said, if your thing don't work, she said, if your thing don't work off at your job, you can be a good, I forgot what she called me. She said, I can be a good packager because I have I have the big tape gun where I tape the box back up the tree. I told her, girl, don't play me like that. I'm a millionaire. I ain't gonna be taping up no boxes. I won't be taping up no boxes. Those was words of encouragement, as they said, from the mouth of a babe, but they don't know you. That's not not to say that that's a wrong job. That's just not my job. Yesterday it was, but it's not my job for my earning. But she said that, but she got over the box, indicating how good I had done it. This is my point. It doesn't matter what you do. You always be the best at what you do. Whether it's at home, whether it's on your job, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your community or your church, you always do the best job that you can do. And you do it so well that some people think that that's your job. But no, boo. I always tell, I have a saying that I say, it's good to know and don't do, but it's bad to need to do and can't do, right? You need to know how to do things, because if you have to sit around all the time waiting on somebody else, borrowing somebody else's time in order for you to get something done, you can become undone. You can become frustrated. You can become impatient. You can come all these different sorts of types of things. But you need to know how to do and not do. But you need to not do everything that you can do. Because see, that's where we get mixed up at. We're good at everything. And we're using our time doing things that's not the best use of our time, because we can pay people to do those other things, and we can use ourselves in where we're most productive. I'm your production operations manager. I'm going to be your business production manager. I'm going to be your life production manager. Come on. We have to move away from just doing stuff and move into our God-given purpose. Yes. And we get it mixed up, Princess, because we think because we good at doing something, that's the thing what we supposed to be doing. But we wasting the precious time that we have doing things that we can do, but that's not the thing that we supposed to be doing. Because why? It's not our God-given purpose. God told me, he said, you will be speaking to millions. He said that your feet would tread on strange land all over the world. He said it. I believe it. He has done it. He is doing it. Yes, ma'am. She is fine. He's amazing. So you got to remember, you're truly speaking facts. Amen. God bless you. Happy New Year. Hope. So glad to see you. I hope you all are sharing this out. You got to remember, everything that you're good at doing, don't do that stuff in 2021. I want you to be effective. I want you to capitalize on the thing that you're supposed to be doing. Not the thing that you have been taught to do. Not the thing that you have learned to do. But I want you to be doing the things that you were gifted to do. The thing that you was born to do. The thing that you was created to do. And this thing that I'm doing right now, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I do naturally. This is what I got in trouble for when I was a little kid. This was some of the things that I got a whooping for. This was the thing that I got unsatisfactory for. She good at her work, but she taught. They didn't know. People see you, but they just don't know. People see you, but they just don't know. They don't know why you do what you do. They don't know why is it that you do the things that you do. And what you was created to do, you've done it all your life. Good morning, Evangelist. Thank you so much for joining. Happy New Year's to you all the way from Florida. Look, y'all are on the map today. We got Pakistan on here. We got Arkansas on here. We got Florida. We got Georgia. We got Alabama. We have Louisiana. Look, if y'all still with me, just drop where you're from. Let the people know where you're from, that you're blessed. Represent your state, your city, your country. Represent yourself. Tennessee in the house. People see you, but they just don't know. And let me help you out. Let me help you out. Some of you have shrinked back. This is what you did. You shrink back last year because you was concerned about trying to help them see what they didn't know. I want to help you. You was concerned about trying to help people see what they do not know. Texas in the house. Thank you so much. Florida in the house. Represent your state. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Alabama. Don't spend your valuable time trying to get people to see why you're here. Do you know how much time you have wasted on that? Not just in 2020. You have wasted, some of us, a lifetime trying to get people to see why you're here. That you're trying to get them to understand why you love what you love. But you know, this right here is my passion and it's my purpose. And nobody in Tennessee, but I'm a Mississippi girl. Come on. Nobody. Don't let nobody. My gosh, yes, but no more in this season. Don't keep trying to get people to see why you're doing what you're doing. You want them to accept what you are doing when they may not even know. People see you, but they just don't know. Look, my furnace is coming on. I'm excited. You keep on talking in them comments, we're going to get excited. I was trying to come on here and act like I had a little sense. I was trying to get on here, act all conservative with my little shirt shining. But see, you know, sometimes you have to just be raw, real, and unseasoned, right? Don't spend another year. Don't spend another day. Don't spend another week trying to get people to see why you do what you do. Because see, people want to know why you're doing that. But see, when you do what you do and they see that it's successful, the same ones that was asking you, why are you doing that? Now they want to know how you do that. How did you do that? 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 They want to know how you did it because, see, they didn't see when you started. They don't know why you was created. See, some of us, we get it mixed up because we want our parents to accept what we're doing. You say, if they can just support me. Oh, come on now. Oh, my. If they could just support me. They can't support something that they don't understand. Stop trying to force feed your future and your focus on other people. They may not know. People see you, but they don't know. They don't know what you house. They don't know what you can do. They don't know the lives you change and impact. And when they keep see you doing it without them, when they keep see you progressing, when they keep see that you're going to do it anyway, they'll come on board. They're going to either ride or they're going to get left. They're going to either ride or get left. Stop waiting on people to get in that don't want to go. 2021 got to be a year of moving forward. You cannot sit still. You cannot remain stagnant. You cannot stay depressed, and you cannot be undone over every little thing. Look, accept that they don't understand. Except that they do not understand. The spirit of rejection is so harmful. But on the flip side, just like I said, fear and faith, princess, if we are spending too much time on rejection, we are operating acceptance in the wrong direction. Because see, there's some people that will accept us. There's some people that will like us. There's some people that will need us. There's some people that will support us. If we're operating in the spirit of rejection, we are not operating in the spirit of acceptance. We got to know that the law is the law. There is always going to be an up and a down, a top and a bottom, a front and a back, a head and a tail, a black and a white. There's always going to be fear and faith. The law of polarity is a law. The law of gravitation, if you put something up, I don't care if you put it up and it go down. If it go east, it's coming down. It may not come down as soon as you put up, but we have to accept the fact that we have a choice that we can make. We can stay on the opposite side of the spectrum. But remember, if we are operating in fear, rejection, doubt, unacceptance, hurt, if we are operating on that side of the spectrum, we are not operating, we are moving in the wrong direction of faith and happiness and acceptance and love and peace and joy and happiness. We're not going to ride on that train this year. People see me, but they just don't know. They don't know. And see, sometimes I'm going to tell you, listen, the enemy knows what you house. He know what you got, girl. He know what you got, boy. He knows what you. So what he wants you to do, he don't want you to know what you got. And as long as he can keep you from knowing what you have, he can keep you in a stuck place. But when you finally discover what I have, when you find, you know, sometimes when the will has not been read, when you don't know your part in the inheritance, when you don't think that the person that left you something, you just, oh my God, I didn't know that they left me this. But baby, pull out my other little picture here that I was looking at this morning. He is placing your crown on your head. Do you know who you belongs to? Do you know what family you are a part of? You got to remember that your daddy owned all the cattle on 1,000 hills. The enemy don't use new tricks because the old ones still work. You better say it. But God would always lift up a standard against them. Oh yes. Oh yes. Good morning, Sister Marina. Thank you so much for joining. Happy New Year. He don't have to do anything new, Princess, because the old one still work. But honey, you gonna have to kick him in the seat of his pants and say, boo, you can get on up out of here. You not bothering me this year. You not stopping me this year. You're not gonna have me in doubt because I'm walking in faith and not in fear. You will no longer control my thoughts, my action. You would no longer control me, my house, my family. You gotta tell him this means war. We're in a war. The enemy knows what you house. Ha. He knows what you house. But you got to let him know. You see me, but you just don't know. You don't know what I'm working with. You don't know. See, this is the thing I used to do on my job. Every time they thought that, that I was going to come undone about something, I'm thinking, I said, well, let me just go to the restroom really quick, go in there and talk to my coach, my counselor, my consultant. And I come out and I come out and then he's always amazing. He would open up an opportunity for me to learn something different. And you don't have to fight people with words and trying to justify your purpose. Baby, you walk in purpose and you do it unapologetically. They didn't create you. Stop trying. You spend more time trying to help people figure out why you're you, why you do what you do. Let 2021 be a year of productivity. Let 2021 be the most productive year of your life, where you say that I am going to do what I got to do. I am going to show up being the person that I need to show up being. And I'm going to offer the things that I want to offer. I am so blessed. God blesses me to bless others. God blesses me to be a blessing. I am so blessed. And I say that humbly. I say it with humbleness. Walk in your purpose. A lot of you are shrinking back on your purpose. Because some of you, your purpose is not what you like. But you have to start telling yourself, I love doing this. I just love doing this. You will find that the fear will fade when you love what you do. But you're really only afraid of what other people that are fearful too. You're afraid of what they gonna say and what they think. But you have to keep on thinking in the back of your mind and put it in the front of your mind. People see me, but they don't have a clue. They see you when you come out the door, but they don't know what it took for you to get out there. They don't know what it took. Do not justify your purpose. People did not create you. Walk in your purpose. People don't know what it took for you to roll out the bed this morning. They don't know. Some people had pain. Some people thought they had a problem that they could not solve. Some people thought that they woke up in this world all by themselves. But I'm coming to tell you, you got a support system. There are people out here that are concerned about you. They're concerned about you, your well-being, your sanity. They're concerned about your success. I'm one of the ones, I want to see you win. I don't want to see you shrinking back. I don't want to see you sitting back on the sidelines thinking that you can't do it. This is too hard, that this is not going to work. This is not possible. I want you to remember that you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. I want you to remember that you have a power on the inside. I want you to remember that if you just seek ye first the kingdom of God and all of his righteousness, everything that you need will be added unto you. Don't put him last, but put him first. And when you put him first, he'll make some stuff happen for you. He'll make some stuff happen for you. But remember, people see you, they don't know. They don't know. So with that in mind, listen, I'm going to win. I love it. I'm going to win. Let me put that in there. I want to put, I'm winning. I'm going to win. Come on. I'm going to win. I am going to win in 2021. Bam. People see me, but they just don't know. They don't know what it took for you this morning. Some of you had a hard time, rolling out of the bed. Some of you had bad news. Some of you, we have a family here locally. They're having the viewing of their loved one today. They don't know. People think because you show up on social media that you don't have any problems. And people think because you have a problem that you got to stay in it. Let's not do that in 2021. If you have a issue, if you have a illness, people think because they see you on a good day that you don't have a problem and nothing is wrong. But I'm going to tell you, you live every day that you can. Every day that you can. If you don't have but one good day out of 7, baby, you live it up on that one day. You don't worry about what people have to say. Because people, they would think that because you have a good day that you don't have a problem. But I want you to live it up on that day. Now, righteously, justly, in the will of God. Don't have too much fun. But you don't have to lay around on the one day it feel like something is on me. You don't have to lay around on the one day that you feel good, feeling sorry about the 6 days that you don't. I'm talking about people that have critical, chronic, terminal illnesses. If you have a good day, baby, enjoy that good day. Enjoy that day. Don't worry about what people have to say. I've seen it. Oh, she says she's sick, but she ain't sick today. You don't have to be sick every day. You don't have to be tired every day. You don't have to be broke every day. You don't have to be without every day. So don't let what people think and how they feel determine what you do. Can I say that again? Do not allow what people think, what they say, and how they feel determine what they do. All right? Look, I want to do something special today. I don't have nothing but time today. I don't know what you're doing. But if you want to I think I'm going to set aside some time that'll give you some time to get you some little scratch paper, whatever. And if you're interested, you can just put it in a comment, and I don't know how I'm going to do that where it won't be so it won't be time consuming on me. But anyway, if you're interested in doing goal setting, we're going to do, I want to, because this is the first day of the year, I want to do a short goal setting segment with you at, let's say 12 o'clock Central. If you're interested, it won't be on Facebook Live. This is going to be some exclusive stuff. If you're interested, I don't want to waste your time. If you're interested, I will send you a Zoom link. We're going to go through a few things. And let's say, just set an hour aside. If it's worth it, don't inbox me. Put it down here and I'll inbox you the link. Let's do that. If you're interested in a 1 hour, you're not going to be able to do all the things there, but you'll get the framework of how to do the thing, okay? You'll get the framework of how to do the thing. I want to share some of the things that I've learned. I was able to sit up under a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, and I gained knowledge and I want to share it. So if you are interested in that, in the comments, say interested. I will email you the Zoom link. It will be at 12. It will be at 12. It will be on Zoom. It's not going to be live. I am going to win in 2021. Yes. Interested? Okay, great. I don't care if it's one person. We're going to do it. I'm going to show up. You know, I'm going to show up. I am going to show up. So if you are interested, just put interested there. We're going to go through it. Just say about an hour. We're going to go through it about an hour. We're going to have fun with it. We're going to set our goals. We're going to do what we do because 12:30 so I can get home. Let's do it. We're going to do it 12:30. And matter of fact, we can, for you to have time, 1 o'clock. Let's do it at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock Central. Is that okay? 1 o'clock Central or 12:30. 12:30, that'll be 1:30. So I'm with. I ain't doing nothing. I got the grandbaby, and we're gonna play a little bit this morning. We're gonna do, but I'm in the house all day. I'm in the house all day long. So I want to, on the first day of the year. Interested? Yes, I see my Empowering 8 sisters. Look, this is free, no charge to you. This is just something that I want to do. I want to bless you. I want to see you win. I want to see you win. So Princess, talk to me. Is that 12:30 Eastern? I mean, is that 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern? Talk to me. If that's, we can do 12:30. 12:30 Central. Let's do 12:30 Central. So the link will be for 12:30 Central. We're gonna have fun, and I want you. I want you to be ready. You're welcome. God bless you. I want you to be ready. I want you to be ready this year to win. And I want you to remember, listen, we cannot be passive in our life. We have to be very intentional. We have to be very intentional. You know, I have a saying that said, if it's not productive, if it's not value added, and if it's not making money, I don't have time for it. And I don't care who get offended by that. I don't care who get offended about it. Because do you know that most people get offended by what you're doing are the ones that are not doing anything? Because people that are doing the thing, they know what it takes to do the thing. I don't know what the thing is for you. People that are doing things, they know it takes effort. They know that you have to. That's 1:30 Eastern for me. Okay, great. So it'll be 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern. If you're interested, it's just about goal setting. If you know you don't know how to set goals, if you're struggling with the goals that you want to set, if you know you're not where you want to be in life, good morning, Tiffany. Thank you so much for joining. If you know you're not where you want to be in life, and I'm talking about if you're not where you want to be financially, if you're not where you want to be in your relationship, if you're not where you want to be in your business, if you want to start a business, if you want to scale your business, whatever that is for you, jump on the Zoom. It's not going to be public. It's not going to be public. This is an exclusive. This is an exclusive invitation for those that are interested. Good morning. So you have to know that people see you, but they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. People see you, but they do not know. They don't know the oil that's on your life. Good morning, Elegance. Thank you so much for joining. They don't know the anointing that's on your life. And not that you have to be, doing these different sorts of types of things, but sometimes people don't have a clue. Because see, you don't have to have no name tag on your shirt, right? Sometimes what's for you is simply, when is this? It will be at 12:30 today, 12:30 today, to 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern today. We're doing goal setting. We're gonna help you move forward. It's at no cost to you. If you're not doing anything, if you're spending time with whoever, set aside an hour for you. Set aside an hour for you today. For you today. Interested? Okay. So I am sending out the Zoom link. I am sending out the Zoom link to those that are interested. And we're going to get on Zoom. Let's do it. Yes, we're going to get on Zoom. We're going to do some goal setting. We're going to do some goal setting. And we're going to get you, in whatever business you are. This is not about you doing what Onika's doing, but this is about you being better and doing more in what you are doing and what you desire to do. And so I'm super excited. Remember, people see you, but they just don't know. They don't really know how far you've come. They don't really know how much you are offering and what you are bringing, that what you are bringing to, and it's not, because let me tell you, everything that you do, people don't have to see it. Do you know how much stuff I do that you don't have a clue about what I do? Everybody don't have to see everything that you do. And I know somebody probably thinking, with all the stuff you post, I post a lot of stuff. But I don't post just as much stuff. I post what I want you to know. There are some things and some work I do, it ain't your business. Because this is the thing. I have confidentiality with my clients, with my customers. I'm not going to post their business. I'm not going to post their sessions. I'm not going to post that we having a meeting today and all these different sorts of types of things. But those people, they know. So you have to know that people, they see you, but they don't have a clue on what you do and how big of an impact. Okay, whatever time, just send it to me. Yes, ma'am. Send me the link. 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. And see, I want you to get the best. And see, and this is gonna be a bonus. This is gonna be a bonus. I'm gonna give you. I want to give you an exclusive. You're gonna get an exclusive, and all this is gonna be. It's gonna be done decent in order. But I'm gonna give you an exclusive, a little snippet of some things that I'm working on. I'm super excited. So I'm gonna get off here if I can spend. I sound like the grandbaby. She didn't got up because I was trying to do everything I can before she got up, and get things moving. But look, for those that have interested or an indication that you want the link, because I don't want to bother you with something that you don't want to be bothered with. We will be on Zoom at 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern, where we will be doing goal planning and goal setting. I want you to win in 2020. People see you, but they just don't know. This year is going to be a productive year. This year is going to be a blessed year. Even in the midst of a pandemic, even in the midst of COVID-19 vaccines and the president getting out the White House and another one coming in, all these different sorts of types of things, we got to stop worrying ourselves with things that we don't have no control over. But the things that we do have control over, let's work on them. Look, if you're new to me, this is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I am known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert. I help you build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, get your dreams out of your head into your life. I will have the link out to you in the next 30 minutes. Be looking forward. It will be in your inbox, and I will see you at 12:30. God bless you. Happy New Year, and have an amazing day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.